G'day everyone, and welcome back to another shell finding adventure. Yes, we do have some sunshine today. I just noticed, oh, that's a bit of wind. It is a little windy today. I just noticed something gleaming at me down there. Here we go, got myself a lovely little graceful cowrie. He feels pretty good. I think he's going to dry as a shiny one. Anyway, the tide is supposed to get kind of low today, so I think it'll be a nice day for the rock pools. White thing down there, is it a Venus or... No, yeah, it's an operculum. There we go. It's just a little one, but boy, it looks good. Like, it looks like it's in pretty nice condition and it's not broken. This is an operculum from a turban shell. I believe it will be the, ooh, again, quite windy. I believe it will be the military turbans operculum. White thing, are you another operculum right after the first? My goodness, it is another operculum right after the first. It's actually like, it looks even nicer with that swirl. Like, it's not scuffed at all. That's very surprising. It seems to have just been caught in this kind of like trench here, same as the last one. That one's a discrepant Venus. Is it joined? Nope, it's just one half. There we go. These shells are kind of becoming more and more common, or at least I seem to find more of them. It is one half of a discrepant Venus. I usually find them paired, but this is still nice. Little white cone shell. Let's see how you look. Yeah, it's actually like, oh my goodness, it doesn't have any of the typical scuffs and worn away areas that some of these often get because, you know, small shells get tumbled a lot. This one should be a dwarf cone, I think. I gotta say, I have not been finding much in the rock pools for the last 20 minutes or so, so hopefully I have more luck on the windy side of the lighthouse. Here we go. It's our, wait, no, it's not our first cowrie today. I got a graceful cowrie. This one is a clandestine cowrie. It's an opened bird card eater. Oh, wow. Actually, wow. Okay, this one's got like almost like stripe patterns on it. That's very unusual. They're usually more of a solid color. It's a very nice little shell. They only get about this big and they wash up here pretty often. I'm feeling pretty lucky though. This one's got some very nice patterns on it. That looks like a zebra volute, but does it have a tip? It does. Oh my goodness. That is extremely surprising because usually they do not have the tip for very long over this side. It's actually really pretty, like not too scuffed. These are like one of my favorite shells to find from here really when I think about it. It's just like a lovely volute shell. I think I'll take this one. Ooh, stretch. I'm trying to stay out of the wind. It's very windy over this side today. I have for myself a little flat sand snail. Oh, excuse that terrible wind, everyone. Let me just grab this guy, give him a rinse, and then we'll take a look. There we go. Our first, like, semi-large shell today. Looks like an orange droop shell. He has a terrific healed break of some kind there. He's got kind of like a bit of a wonky shape, but he's all whole. Doesn't look like there's any, like, super significant damage on him. Okay. Yeah, these are super fun guys. They're just something a bit different to find from here. Is that a little juvenile Spangler's trumpet? And is it whole? Wow, this is like really, really high. There we go. It is. It's a juvenile one that didn't grow its thick opening there yet. It's just got kind of a very thin opening. But yep, it is another great shell to take. I'm guessing it's empty. I'll keep an eye on it though. Yep, there's just coral in there. Well, I am back on the quiet side of the lighthouse. It's been about an hour. We are right on low tide now. This was just sitting for me right here. Yeah, second absolutely lovely zebra volute today. I was looking in this patch earlier, but the waves were still coming up. The water was rippling because of the wind, so I absolutely missed this one. Okay, wonderful. Let's see what else is around here before the tide really turns. Oh, are you pretty? You look nice and big. Oh, he's very pretty on top, everyone. Yes, definitely empty. It is a lovely large crowned cone with some very pretty patterns on it, and it has like very nice little crowned bumps along the top as well. Sitting in there, looks nice and joined. It looks like, is it another discrepant Venus? It is. I only picked up one half of a discrepant Venus earlier. This is much nicer because it's got both halves. It's a lot less patterned though. It's a very plain kind of pattern compared to the first half. You know, I do remember looking here earlier. I did not see this. I'm wondering now if it like just came in or if I missed it under the ripply water from earlier. It is quite beautiful. It's a worm cone. It looks like it's still got some of its like brown periostracum on it. You can kind of see it in the sunlight where that texture's a bit odd. That's the shell's outer layer that it used to help it grow the shell to begin with. Ooh, right before the water came in. Yeah, that one. It's an erosa. It looks very shiny. It's, ooh, Oh, it feels very good. Like when cowries feel like wet glass, you know they're probably going to dry looking quite shiny. Actually, I'm looking at this one, I'm like, oh, it must be a sub-adult one because it doesn't have any of its like white spots on top like eroded cowries generally do. But it's got its thick base. Like this is a fully adult shell that just never adulted its white spots on top. This is very interesting to me. It's kind of like a very unusual pattern on this guy. That one, yeah, that snakehead looks like it maybe is shiny. It's, oh my goodness, everyone, it feels like it's shiny. Like I have picked up over the last like several beach visits, probably about 10 snakeheads, and I've tossed them all back because they didn't feel shiny. I know, I am a snakehead snob. This one feels like wet glass. Oh my goodness. It is absolutely lovely. You can kind of see like a dark band underneath that top layer of spots. It's very, very cute. That is an absolute keeper. Right there, I see a very empty giant hairy Triton. Let me just get around to it. I thought a wave was about to take that away. I just saw the opening in the color. Where'd it go? Yeah, this guy, oh my goodness. Look at that, everyone. It is just sand in there. Hold on, let me like give it a rinse out. Oh, that is super exciting. Hold on, let me just get my my footing under me. Here we go. A giant hairy Triton, guys. Look at this one, full hair on top. So as I was kind of saying with that worm cone, they get this hair on top called a periostracum, and the periostracum actually helps them to distribute shell material to grow their shell, and then it stays on top of the shell to protect the shell afterwards. And when a shell still has so much periostracum on it like this, when you bleach it afterwards, it means that the shell underneath is going to be in very good condition. Oh, okay, I'm rambling. That is a very nice find. I didn't think I would find anything today. I don't know if I would have seen this shiny... Oh my god, no wait. Oh my god, no wait. This nice shiny snakehead, if not for the sun coming out for a second. And you know what? I thought it would be like below shoulder length. No, it was just at the shoulder. That is very pretty. Also, I'm very sorry about that wind, everyone. It is like everywhere today. I am very happy. When I started out this morning, I wasn't having much luck, but it's kind of picked up since then. I love revisiting places that I've already looked at because I did not see that. The water and ripply waves just did not allow me to see it. Here we go. My goodness, it is a donkey cowrie. Got a bit of little bit of damage on that side and bottom there, but the top of it looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit faded, but yeah, always happy for a donkey. A live ring top cowrie right down there. You know he's live because you kind of like push him and he's stuck to the rock. And another live one over there. These are actually one of the most common live cowries I see, other than the snakehead cowries and occasionally the Arabian cowries. I don't get terribly many of their empty shells though. Is that one whole? I wasn't like thinking I'd find anything in the rock pools because it's kind of, oh, it's nice on top. It's kind of late in the low tide cycle. Oh my goodness, it feels super bumpy along that side there. It looks very nice. I hope it dries shiny. I don't actually, like, I'll have to dry it on my pants and check. Anyway, this is a grape cowrie. Absolutely lovely orange ridges on the bottom. Makes it a grape cowrie. If the ridges didn't go all the way to the side, it would be a Limacina cowrie. This one's a grape though. Lovely stipples on it with those white dots, like they're nice and raised. So it's also sometimes called a stippled cowrie. I have absolutely no idea what that is, but it is like the smallest, cutest little nope rope ever. I think it's an eel. It could be a snake. I'm not going to touch it because you just never know. It's very adorable with that high contrast banding on it though. Alrighty, after a bit of hit and miss in the rock pools with some spectacular hits right at the end there, I'm going to just check the sand at this side of the beach, starting off with a cute little baby blotched... No, right, I always do that. There isn't really much in the way of minis here since last time, but there's still a couple. I've noticed like 3 limpets all next to each other. That one is a cap-shaped false limpet. This one's got some very interesting patterning on it. That is a keyhole limpet. It's kind of like got 2 shells worth of patterning on it. And I just noticed something that's actually quite rare to see here, or at least I don't see them often. It is a slit limpet of some kind with that slit in the top right there. Yes, and we need the obligatory bean trivias. They have been everywhere lately. You might see a lot more by the end, or maybe just one. I don't know. There's not much here, but we're going to try to find some more. I was about to be like, oh, yep, another bean off camera because I just literally showed one. What? There is a beauty right next to it. I love these guys, especially when they still have this speckles on top. This one looks like it's all like sort of shiny and speckly as well. Oh, that's very cool. It is the small-toothed cowrie. It's actually in the same genus as the graceful cowrie. They both got those purple ends on them, except the graceful cowries are maybe a bit darker. Anyway, yep, gonna take that one. I'm also going to pick up a couple of these pheasant shells when I see them. They are one of the most numerous shells here. Ooh, I was just about to pick up this guy, a bit of coral. Very unusual to see this washed ashore. It usually never is. But I had my eyes on this one. It is a type of like minuscule bubble shell of some kind. I don't know if you can even see it properly. Or it's some kind of, I don't know if it's an olive shell of some kind. I can find out the name for it, but it's something that's very, very like rare to see, I think. I've picked up a couple of these off camera, so I am going to mention it now. I've just been picking at the rack line as I've seen it getting washed away a bit more. This guy, I've been calling it a painted kelp shell. Not quite sure if that's right. It is some kind of like little turban, and they sometimes wash up here, like not in too great a numbers. And also, yes, I did just snag this pure black pheasant shell. The rarest of the pheasant colors. Look at that. It looks very old, like it's been battered around a bit, but I almost didn't see that. I picked up two beans and then that only just caught my eye. Look at this one. I do not find these often enough, so a little bit of damage on the bottom or not, I'm definitely taking it with me. It is a teeny tiny rosy spindle cowrie. Not actually a cowrie at all. It is considered a cowrie ally. It's an avula shell of, well, sort of some kind. It's another type of avula shell. What? I'm having like avula luck today. Well, no, I mean, two shells doesn't really count as luck, does it? Anyway, I've been calling this the little white egg cowrie. I'm sorry, when I say avula, I usually mean egg cowrie. Once again, it is not actually a cowrie, but a cowrie cousin, cowrie ally, a false cowrie. Do you have the tip? Yes, there we go. It is a nice little telescoped dove snail. Oh, that one's pretty. These guys are quite common to see alive on the rocks here. It's a striped-mouthed periwinkle, sometimes also called a conniewinkle. And yes, one more before we go, because of course I can't leave here without the obligatory migrating moon snail. It's just a juvenile one with some very nice white patterning on it. Oh, I don't want to drop it. What? Okay, I lied. I do want one more shell because I'm walking back and I just saw this somehow has not been taken by any other shellers today. It is a very adorable nebulose moon snail. They don't get a lot bigger than that. So here are the shell finds for today. And if you've enjoyed them, please hit that like button for me and subscribe if you want to see more shelling adventures. Well, we had some sunshine in the morning, but we're back to like a week of grey skies now. But anyway, of course, it is time to talk about a favourite now. And if you do have a favourite as well, please let me know down in the comments. It was one of those days where I thought we would find a whole heap of shells, like the tide got down nice and low, it's the middle of the week, the conditions were pretty good, but anyway, we ended up with just a few really nice shells, instead of a lot of really nice shells. I do want to give some special mentions to the lovely zebra volutes. Got some very nice patterns on them. Needs a bit of a cleanup to get the crusty bits off of there, but very, very nice shells. Got a lovely worm cone. Once again, needs a bit of a cleanup. He's going to look fantastic without that flaky periostracum on him. Got some lovely operculums. I don't know if they're a special mention. I might give a special mention to the lovely snakehead though. It has been a while since I found a good shiny snakehead. So yep, very pleased with this one. Actually, you know what? I do want to give an extra special mention to the to this guy. Cute little avula. No, sorry, not an avula. The little white eggshell. I don't think it's specifically an avula. But as for my favorites, my goodness, I actually do have a few favorites. Unfortunately, it's not the super lovely grape cowrie. It has dried, looking a little bit white on those ends. The first favorite goes to the teeny tiny rosy spindle cowrie. Super, super uncommon to see them here. They just don't turn up, you know, at all. So it's very nice to find one of them. The second favorite is going to go to the strange eroded cowrie without its adult patterns on top, but it feels thick like an adult shell. So yep, very unusual. Oh, where am I putting him? And the final favorite is going to go to This one, yes, I almost lost track of it. The small-toothed cowrie with all of his speckling on top. I think he's absolutely wonderful. I have absolutely no idea how my brain just didn't see this one, but yes, the giant hairy Triton is a very, very firm favorite for me as well. It's gonna look like absolutely fantastic with all of that hair off of it. It's gonna be a bright orange, beautiful shell. So yep, those three are my favorites for the day. And that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.